Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We're now joined by someone who can only be referred to as a fitness buff and is taking the whole meaning of pushing your limits to a whole other level. He broke a world record for completing 2,022 devil presses with dumbbells, weighing 20 kg in 9 hours and 32 minutes, pretty much non-stop, to raise awareness for mental health. Welcome to the show, Seena, Akbary.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Not at all.
Pleasure. It's my pleasure.
2,022 devil presses in 9 hours. Are we talking non-stop?
There was little rest in between to kind of just get that massage, relax the joints, drink some water, but definitely had a few little rests in between, yeah.
For those of us who may not be fully aware, can you explain what a devil's press actually is?
Best way to describe it's a double dumbbell snatch with a burpee at the bottom. So you actually go down, you put chest to floor burpee, and then you do a swing through the hips and press it up. So it's pretty much a movement that uses every muscle in your body.
There's a lot of words there. So we're going down with the dumbbell, we're doing a burpee, and we're going up.
We're going burpee and we're going up, exactly. We're like doing kind of like a shoulder press, but we're using more of the hip. But in a challenge like that, I kind of had to actually transition the muscle, because if I went all shoulder, I would probably gas out on like 400. So I was going hip, shoulder, back, neck at some points.
So what type of setting do you do this in? Do you tell, I guess, the gym that you go to, you're like, I want to set this up, or how does it work?
How did I come up with the idea?
Yeah.
It comes back to last year during Ramadan. I did a tire flipping challenge. So
I've seen these videos. They're probably on Facebook. They're crazy.
I started at 4 a.m. So I think it's suhoor. It's when they start their fast. And I went on Kite Beach and I started flipping a tire with no food or water till iftar, which was 6 p.m. It's 15 hours of no food or water, non-stop flipping a tire. That was completely non-stop. During that challenge, I learned a lot.
That's incredible. What pushed you to start that challenge?
I had a purpose of wanting to feel what it felt like for someone active, working out, like working in the sun.
We're talking
like during
high temperatures,
Ramadan,
right?
So it was during the summertime. Yeah, sun, heat, dehydration. But I wanted to feel what it felt like for someone being active, actually working, fasting during that time.
Wow, like I can't even in this. So I guess in the last couple of years, it's been high summer. So we're talking 40-degree heat. People aren't even working in these temperatures because it's too hot. So you're out working from sunrise to sunset, working out, flipping this huge tire. And you said you learned a lot? For
sure. I'd say halfway through, my emotions kicked in, started having a lot of self-criticism. And this actually connected to why I did the challenge this year, because I wanted to overcome that. So I've been training my mind mentally to see pain and a little bit of suffering as more of a positive thing and a growth, because that kind of slowed me down. I didn't stop. I finished the challenge, but all that self-criticism of why and the emotions, the mixed emotions, put a toll on me during that challenge. It made it 3 times harder.
Were there people supporting you
during the challenge?
Those
yeah.
12 to 18
There was
hours,
a few funny ones. There's a lot of dad jokes, people walking by saying, why don't you just roll the tire? There's a lot of cool, funny stuff like that.
I can roll it if I want to.
And then there was a lot of support. You know, had some good friends come through. Some were like pouring water in the back of my neck, making sure it wasn't coming to the front so it wouldn't go in my mouth. And yeah, it was good. But honestly, in that kind of zone that you're at, the less talking, the better. You want to kind of just, at some point I was closing my eyes and just, it was like robotic. I was in my own zone, flipping. I think the most motivation was actually seeing the workers out there working, seeing the shifts change, walking by them, looking at me. I think that motivated more than anything. I was having a kind of feeling of connection. And that was powerful.
It's interesting. We've had people on the show before, endurance athletes, and one of the questions we always ask is, what is the zone for you? Like for people who don't complete endurance athletes, like I don't know what the zone is. It's like we had one athlete, Nelly Attar, and she said she actually goes to her happy place. So she goes to a beach when she's in a really cold environment. When she's climbing Everest, she goes to a beach. So what is your zone?
She envisions a beach. Well, pretty similar. Yeah, it is like a happy place. You just have to be in full positive thoughts. I like to kind of switch off, meditate. I'm more in a meditative state, thinking free. I'm just thinking about what I'm doing, every movement, every breath. It's more meditative than anything for me.
Because you're putting your body under immense pressure, and not only have you done it once, but you did it again. And you said the kind of negative thoughts last time propelled you to do this challenge. And was there any other factor that kind of encouraged this challenge?
100%. I wanted to encourage people to be active. I wanted to show that you can do anything that you set your mind to. You put your mind and body, anything that you believe. We all know this. Anything you believe that you can do. It's more of believing that you have the ability to do it. You'll do it. It's like, for example, if I say I'm going to do this project in 1 hour, I'm going to get it done in 1 hour. But when you have 10-hour time mark and you don't put a time to it, and you just take your time, you have coffee, you talk to friends. So it's just more of believing and doing it, and it's possible.
So it's very much about positive mindset.
100%. It wasn't something I could really condition my body to do. I did the research for it. I was like, how do I condition my body to do that amount of reps? And it was saying that, no, your joints are going to give in. Your ligaments are not going to be happy. So it's more of just, you got to be there. You got to believe in it. And it's honestly, it's a magical feeling when I got to 1,000 and everything is hurting and bumps were coming out of my muscles. And I was like, is it physically possible? And I just push through. And again, you get in that zone and it just happens. You just don't stop.
Is there a doctor on hand if there's bumps coming out of your body?
There was no doctor in hand. I have a client that actually is a doctor, and he was coming by, and they brought a massage gun for me. So they were just kind of doing a little bit of muscle therapy between for like 20, 30 seconds, and I was just back in it. If there was ever like a big cramp coming out.
What we were going to say is we talked, I was going to ask about preparation. So you're saying you can't, you're saying anything is possible, but there obviously is a level of physical preparation that you would do for this type of challenge. Like, don't try this at home unless you've done some preparation.
I've been pretty much putting my body in these kind of conditions for a while, especially since I moved to Dubai. I would go in the desert and run for 5-6 hours without water and just kind of condition my body for these kind of hardships. So definitely, not anything you can just, there is a conditioning behind it, but for this kind of challenge, the weight behind it, because it's an everyday kind of body weight movement that we do. I felt it was kind of in my comfort zone of putting myself through that stress. But then I said, if I do it with 20 kilograms of weight, something I'm not really used to, that would put a different level of stress on my body, and that would really push me to push my limits.
What was the previous world record?
I actually haven't seen a Guinness World Record on Devil's presses.
So 2022 Devil's presses with 20 kg in 9 hours and so is this 10 kg on either side up?
10 kg on each, and you take them up at the same time. You have to lock the elbows to the top.
What has been kind of personally, what has been most challenging for you? Is it desert runs? Is it your original challenge? Was it this challenge? What has been your personal, I guess, best achievement that you're most proud of to date?
I think this challenge really was, this is probably one of the hardest ones I've done, and it was, I overcome my emotions. I didn't let the self-criticism kick in, which I was really proud of, and it's just every single challenge that you learn this. The best way I describe it is like a year of experience in life in that amount of time, like 9 hours. Everything kicks in. Your stress, your gratefulness, humbleness, unity. People were coming around and supporting me. It was like everything was happening in that amount of time. And that as soon as I come out of these challenges, I start, kind of refreshing all the things that I've known, and learning new things as well. I went into it like it was about not all myself, giving and like teaching, but also it was a lot of self-focus. But then when all these people started coming and supporting me, it really changed everything. It showed me the power of unity and oneness.
Tell us about that support. I mean, so if you're doing 9 hours, tell us where you did it, and was the community around you at the time?
So it was on Kite Beach next to Salt. There's a little stand area that they're planning to build on.
Did you
so I just put a mat.
After?
No, I didn't do Salt.
After? Treat yourself.
I did go to a burger place, but not Salt, even though I love Salt.
Which one did you go to?
It's called High Joint.
Love High Joint. Favorite burger in town, High Joint. We love you.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's the best.
I just needed something really heavy.
So that was your treat post the workout.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna. I was thinking about that burger. I'd say like 3/4 in. that was a little part of my motivation. I was like, the food. I was so hungry.
So no eating, no drinking?
I was having
Okay,
water. I had some croissants, bananas, trying to load myself with magnesium and salt.
Okay, so you keep hydrating for after.
100%.
Can we learn a little bit by the way, I didn't tee this up beforehand, but actually we're going to go head-to-head in a fitness challenge against Seena at the end of the show. So we don't know what it is. It could be, what could it be, Shahir?
Burpees. Push-ups. Jump rope.
Easy. So we're going to go head-to-head. But before we get to that, we do want to know a little bit more about you. What is your background? I'm assuming there's something fitness-related there.
Yeah, so I played football from the age of 4 up to high school, and then I moved into wrestling. I tried to do both in high school, and my coaches pretty much told me you have to focus on one if you want to go to the next level. So I stuck with wrestling, American wrestling. I don't know if you know, it's like the Olympic wrestling. You wear the onesies, and the goal is to pretty much put the back on the floor for 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think shows I watched growing up, they were doing some American
but not the
wrestling.
WWE one. Because whenever I tell like people wrestling, they always think John Cena and The Rock, and so I'm talking about
the real stuff.
Olympic wrestling. Yeah, even though I love WWE wrestling. I took that to the next level, professional scholarship, and I've pretty much been in sports my entire life.
So for people who may not be in sports their entire life, but they're inspired by your story, do you have any, I guess, motivation or anything to kind of get us off the couch and get us
100%.
Into the gym?
I always say the first step is setting habits that are consistent. And that's really just attaching to your highest value. So figure out what it is that you really enjoy, actually not enjoy, you value the most. You know, whether it's your family, whether it's love, it could be anything. But go a little bit more deep and more specific and connect that to your exercise, you know, moving around. Whether it's, you know, maybe you value confidence and that's going to change everything you do. So attach exercise and movement to confidence and you're going to wake up every morning. I know some people, I have a client that he attached it. I said, what do you value the most? And he said, my kids. And I was like, okay, so exercise, how are you going to connect exercise to your kids? I was like, oh. If I exercise, I get energy, and I'm going to have more energy to give to my kids. And I was like, done. So he's not going to skip a day. He's going to wake up in the morning, and instead of thinking, oh, I just want to go and exercise to feel good or aesthetics. Maybe some people's goals is aesthetics, but his was his kids. So he's not going to skip that day. He's going to wake up because he wants to give energy to his kids.
That's a fabulous motivation. It's super powerful. I agree. If people want to get in touch with you, how can they do so? I'm
on Instagram, Global Star Fitness. TikTok as well, but Seena Akbary.
And will you continue your Instagram account after Lovin Dubai beats you in a fitness challenge?
Yes, I will.
I like that positivity. Okay, so Lovin Dubai is going to go head-to-head with Seena Akbary, who's a world record holder in Devil's Press, and we're also going to do a fitness challenge today. So I'm going to pull it out. So we've heard it could be burpees,
handstand.
Do you have dumbbells there so we could do a dumbbells press?
Are you going to do a handstand?
No. Okay, so today, head to head, we are doing a rock, paper, scissors.
Yep.
Cool. I love it.
Okay, how is your rock, paper, scissors skills?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
I've heard some people go like rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot.
Those people are wrong.
Are we going to do the shoot?
We're going to do the shoot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay, so it's always...
Is it one time or is it 2 out of 3?
We'll go 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot is officially the way to play rock, paper, scissors. If anyone thinks otherwise, you're wrong. Do you want to lead it?
I'll lead it.
Okay. Head to head.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah!
1.
Okay. Okay.
Meditate, breathe.
Let me just get some thoughts on where you're going to go next.
Oh, she's reading my mind now. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes!
Oh, no.
Okay, hold on. I need to think again.
Psychology.
I went too early off the go.
I know what you're going to put.
I know what you're going to put. You ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes! Oh, do we take it? Thank you so much for great sport. Yeah, we're going to have to shut down the Instagram. I'm available for tutoring whenever you need.
I'll be here.
Thank you so much. What you've done is amazing and very powerful. And guys, if you want to see his story, do check him out on Instagram. It's fabulous.
Thanks for having me, guys.
That is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you every single weekday morning. Same time, same place. Have a fabulous weekend and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
See you.